56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Working out of the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and goal, Mariota. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun! Gun!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Shoot! 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 Motion! Motion! Motion!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Funchess with a catch over the middle. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And
he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Rivers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
A 3rd and inches, you pretty much expect to see straight-ahead runs, and this one doesn't quite go that way. And it certainly didn't help him trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, tried to get to the outside, lost yardage. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. From the gun, Mariota. The open man is Smith. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence. It looks
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the spin. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first down throw for Mariota. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll toss it to Coleman. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Mariota to throw it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
First down, Mayfield. He'll dump it off to Procise. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Check it out. Check the calls.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it here with Pirine. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it with Pirine, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw is Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. First down, Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Mariota, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. On play action, Mariota under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Funches has it complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's caught by Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try and figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Gun, 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 gun.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Prosise in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Coleman now. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it up and through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, all right, 300? That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, here's P. Ryan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. His full caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Procise with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Gun! 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 Here we go now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped. and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Oh, this is blocked. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll drop it off to P-Rod, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run again with P-Rod. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this out to his running back, P. Ryan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield setting up the screen to P. Ryan. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 45. Mariota to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check.
The drive starts for C.J. Prosise. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check. 4 down. 4 down. We got it.
On 1st down, again, they go Prosise. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now P. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A second down throw here for Mariota. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. The open man is Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a carry for Pirine. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot now for Mariota. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that is going to tie up this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dontari Poe in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
On first down, Procise. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Neither team scored. Yet now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their